Hi everyone, this is Tiffany Ashton with ClinEssentials. Today I'm back with another video on it's a really good topic for our clinical trial managers. The topic today is what to do when you have a protocol amendment released on your project. So, protocol amendment. All of the studies that we know in clinical research have a protocol, and that's the guidelines on how the study should be conducted, and it's followed by the study team, the CRAs, the study coordinator, the investigator. Everyone that's delegated to the study and has a part of the study will review the protocol. Now, from time to time, the sponsor suggests that they update that protocol. And that protocol may be updated to include new safety information, new procedures, new processes. It could be a number of different things that may be updated to a protocol from the original form in which it was written. So what does that mean to you as a clinical trial manager? When you get a protocol amendment, you want to make sure that A, you have to cross-reference that protocol amendment and schedule of events to various other documents. The first document you want to look at is the informed consent form. Was there additional procedures added that may impact the subject? So are they going to have to do additional blood draws or additional ECGs? Anything that will impact the subject, the informed consent form would have to be updated. Also, if anything impacts additional visits or additional procedures, most likely the study budget. So that's the budget that the investigators receive and would agree to, that would need to be amended as well. Because now there's additional time, additional procedures that the site has to do that they weren't originally scoped for. So those are the two big things. Informed consent, how does it impact the study budget? The next, you want to take a look at the source documents. The source documents, that needs to be updated at the site level. And that's something that the site would need to be aware of. You also want to take a look at the database. Would these new changes require additional forms to be added to the database? So that's another question. You also want to look at your lab kits and the lab kits that are collected and the labs that are collected on the study. Does this impact additional tubes that are needed in the lab kit? You also want to look at your training material. So the SIV training material. You want to make sure that that training material is updated. And also you want to make sure that the study team as a whole, as well as the investigator and study coordinator, CRAs, are all trained on the new protocol. And then actually, there's one part that I want to take a step back and add. As soon as you're notified of the protocol amendment, you also have to send that to the IRB for their review and approval of this new protocol amendment. You also want to make sure that you're checking with any other functional areas about the protocol amendment and any impact that it would have on them. So there's a lot of things that happen when there's a protocol amendment on your study. And as a clinical trial manager, you have to make sure that you look across the board and see what impact it has. In summary, protocol amendment comes out, you want to notify the IRB that there's a change in the procedures or whatever the change is. The IRB or the ethics committee, they need to review that change and approve it. You also need to make sure if there's any changes to the ICF that's needed, the informed consent, that's incorporated. You want to make sure that the study budget aligns and that the investigator is aware, signs off on the new protocol changes, as well as the new budget if applicable. You also want to take a look at the source documents, the training materials, and all in all, you want to make sure that everyone on the team is trained on the new data that's within the protocol. So hopefully those tips are good. Those are just some starting points, and every study is different. If your study has some different nuances, or if your study is an unblinded study, there may be differences for your particular study, but that is a good starting point. When you have a protocol amendment, those are the areas that you want to take a look at. So hopefully that was helpful, and I will see you back for the next video.